grill fans, welcome to my video on Barbacoa, al estilo mexicano, Mexican style. So a little bit about Barbacoa before we dive into all of this here. Traditionally, it's a preparation method or style of meat, usually using sheep, goat, or beef, that is steam cooked in an underground oven, and it's cooked until tender, delicious, succulent. Today, we're gonna use a very similar preparation style, but we're gonna do it on stovetop or today in our slow cooker. This is how we're actually gonna make it today. But please note, guys, if you don't have a slow cooker, you can most certainly prepare this on the stovetop, in a Dutch oven perhaps. So barbacoa is not originally a Mexican dish. It actually originated in the Caribbean islands and became so popular, it spread across to the mainland. This is why there are so many variations to it, and I'm so excited to share with you today my variation. Now, the first thing that we're gonna do is soak our chiles in about 2.5 cups of boiling water for about 10 minutes. We wanna make sure that once we're done soaking those chiles for the 10 minutes, that we reserve that liquid. So here are my chiles, guys. I have 3 New Mexico style chiles, dried, and then 2 pasilla chiles, okay? What I did was I removed the stems, took out the seeds, and I rinsed them. Okay, that's how you remove most of those seeds. Now, if you like your foods spicy, leave those seeds in, don't take them out. Now, I have 3 little kids and they do not like spicy. So I did take out the seeds and I also rinsed them. So my water is boiling here. I'm gonna turn that off and I'm just gonna put my chiles in here. No need to cut them up right now because everything is gonna go blended. Now, I'm just gonna keep these soaked in here. And while this is soaking, again for about 10 minutes, let's look at that time. And what we're gonna do is actually move on to our meat. So what I wanna do with our meat here, and I have a combination of chuck roast as well as beef cheeks. Now typically, in Mexico, the way that barbacoa is made is with beef cheeks. Now, while I love the flavor of just the beef cheeks, I do find it a little bit fatty. So what I've done is combined it with chuck roast. And we're gonna just throw that into the pan. I have seasoned it with salt and pepper. Just gonna throw this into our pan here. I'm using a cast iron skillet. And we want to brown this meat on all sides. Look at that. Oh, it already smells so amazing, guys. So this is my chuck roast. Here is my beef cheeks. So you can see the ratios that I'm using. If you want to do half and half, depending on what you like and what your style is, by all means, go ahead. Here I have about 4.5 pounds of chuck roast. And here about 1.25 pounds of the beef cheeks. So what I want to do is simply make sure that I'm salting all sides, okay? So add your salt to taste, crack that pepper in, and just continuously turn this meat. You see this beautiful browned look is what we're going for here. And we want to just turn the meat on all sides. This is going to render a delicious flavor and add a beautiful color and texture to our end product. So I'm just gonna go ahead, look at how beautiful that is. Can you see that? Let me bring it up close. Looks amazing already. So I'm just gonna go ahead here and keep on turning my meat. And once we're done here, I'm gonna add it to the bottom of the crock pot. So this should take about 5 minutes, 2 to 4 minutes on all sides. Great. Now that our meat is all browned and in the crock pot, what we're gonna do is liquefy the chiles that have been sitting here for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna add this to our blender. Just throw it right in like that. And again, we are gonna reserve this liquid because I am gonna add it so we can blend everything up really nice. Make it nice and smooth. So I'm gonna keep that right there. I'm also gonna add our onion, and I do have it quartered. So I'm gonna add it right to the blender, just like that. And about 10 cloves of garlic. That goes right in there. I'm also gonna add Chipotle Chiles in an adobo sauce. So we'll add that right in, and I'm gonna add 2. Now again, if you like it spicy, add 3 to 4, maybe even 5. Play with the flavors, play with the tastes. It all is up to you. Here I'm gonna add the apple cider vinegar and the brown sugar. And now we're just gonna top all of this wholesome goodness with that reserved chile water. Add it right into the blender, just like that. And now we're gonna puree it. All right, here we go. Looks pretty nice and blended. This is exactly what we're looking for. So I'm gonna take this on over to our crock pot. So here's what's gonna happen, guys. We are going to top our meat here with our bay leaves, cinnamon, allspice, comino, cumin. Just pour it all over on the top. Our dried oregano. Spread it evenly all over. I am going to add a little bit more salt and pepper. Now, you can omit this particular step if you want to try your end product closer to the end of that cooking time. Feel free to adjust that salt and pepper. Here we go, guys. I'm going to add what we just liquefied, what we just pureed right on top. Oh, this looks incredible. Smells incredible. Oh. Look at that. Looks amazing. Can't wait. And all we're gonna do, guys, here is we're gonna cover this up. We're gonna let this beauty go on high for 4 to 6 hours. If you wanna do it on low, 8 to 12 hours. See you soon. So 6 hours has passed in our crock pot. What I did was I tasted the meat for seasoning. I did have to add a little bit more salt, so keep in mind that you may have to as well. Just season it to taste. I also added a little bit of cracked pepper, nice and fresh. And I shredded everything with a fork. Look at how delicious this looks. It smells amazing. So this is in the end what our barbacoa is gonna look like. Now, the fun part, we're gonna plate. I have my tortillas ready, and this is very much a common, typical street food in Mexico and Mexico. So I have double tortillas. That's how it's typically served in Mexico. So I'm just gonna take my barbacoa, place it in the tacos. I'm making little tacos here. I'm placing it in these tortillas. Delicious. Oh my gosh, guys, I wish you could smell this fantastic smell. Beautiful. This one has a lot. Oh, I think that looks amazing. Look at that, guys. And what I have are just very common, typical seasonings here and toppings. So I have onions, just raw, red, white onions. And you can also use red. Red will lend a little bit of a sweeter flavor. I do enjoy both. And then cilantro. Oh, look at that. Just delicious. Nice, basic. Adorn that plate. And we're gonna sprinkle some lime also. Oh yeah, this is the piece de resistance right here. This is gonna add such a beautiful flavor. And there you have it, guys. Tacos de barbacoa. I'm gonna try one of these. Can't wait. Smells incredible. Mmm. Mmm. Oh. Mmm. Delicious.